Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Listen. Who's trying to go to the club? Huh? Who's trying to spend $500 on a section? Who's trying to spend $1,000 for a bottle that you can get for $40 with the sparklers on it? Who's down to do that? Is club culture really dead? I haven't gone out in a while. It's been a minute since your boy has been under those spotlights, is what I'm trying to tell you. Since I put on that spice, that cologne, and stepped out into the wild wilderness looking for some prey, aka the ladies, if you understand what I'm saying. It's been a minute. Is club culture really dead? Comment down below if you're still out there. But before you do that, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that hype button. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Club culture died when y'all started making women paid again. Okay, I know people love to say, oh, it was the music, they stopped making dancing music. No, it was when y'all started making women pay. Because at the end of the day, when I started clubbing, the women got in free and the men paid. Why? Because us women bring out the men. Men come because they know there's going to be girls there. And as soon as y'all started treating us like boys, it wasn't fun no more, okay? Anytime you go into a club and you first walk in and you scope the scenery, the first thing, this is how you know it's going to be a bad vibe. When you scope the scenery and you say, dang, there's a lot of niggas in here. There's a lot of men in here and not enough women. For every one woman, there's like 10 niggas. That ain't fun. Like, that's the thing that you're like, ooh, you might need to go somewhere else. There's too many niggas in here. And I know men say the same thing because you want to be where the girls are at, right? And I feel like this Metro Boomin situation is a prime example of how far club culture has died, how far gone it is. Because this man literally had to end his event early because grown men would not get off the stage. Thing about it is, if it was a bunch of women on the stage and they said get off, the women would have got off. But these grown men who like to stand on platforms, like to stand in sections and be corny and be the girls who gonna be the boys, ruined the whole event. Metro Boomin probably walked in and said, "It was too many niggas in here." And it's equivalent to you being a grown man and going in another man's section and then arguing that you don't want to get out of that man's section. Why are y'all trying to be up there with like groupies? Y'all want to be girls. And that's why clubbing ain't fun no more.
What I really think it is, I think dudes are just out here just enjoying themselves. They're just enjoying themselves. I find it funny that she said that the club culture is going down because the girls bring out the guys. Well, clearly that's not true. If you see all of these guys still going out, if the girls bring out the guys, then how are you complaining about all these guys that are in the club? They wouldn't be there, right? Because the girlies don't bring them out. Ladies always like to start at the problem, and they never like to look back and say, well, how did this come about? Why is it that men don't buy drinks and everything for ladies anymore? Ladies, if y'all would act better, then you would get the treatment. Men would be willing. Men don't want to spend money on you anymore. That's why they're charging you to get in, because you're terrible people. not all of y'all, but you have to admit there are enough of y'all that are just terrible. The club life isn't dying, it's just shifting. It's really becoming like a boys club. That's really what it's becoming, but we'll see.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that nightlife club culture shit is so played out now. I mean, y'all is paying up to $500 for bottles that cost anywhere from $45 to $60. Y'all are paying to sit in a section just to stare at people and not even have fun. I mean, we literally witnessed videos of niggas buying bottles and then dumping them out to impress other niggas. Huh? Y'all don't even let people enjoy themselves when they go out to the club, because then what you do is you record them and then make fun of them for doing the very thing the club was supposed to be for, which was to have fun. What? Y'all will pay $75 to $80 because your favorite celebrity who doesn't know you is in that club. And instead of enjoying your time at that club, you are recording that celebrity in their section like you're gonna go back and watch that video. And maybe it is because I'm a little bit older now, but I would much rather just go have a good time at a bar, one of those hole-in-the-wall bars, a lounge, and save my money, or just stay home. I don't know. That's just my rant for the day.
Listen, this is the older type of gentleman, right? This is an older type of more distinguished gentleman. He's not really with how these young cats are moving these days, with the tight pants and the acting real feminine. Like, he's really not with that. That's the first point. The second thing is, a lot of these men that these ladies want, they're not going to be in the club anyway. They're saving their money. He's looking at it from a financial standpoint, and rightfully so. Who in the world is spending that much money? Like, for what? I don't like another man that much to pay to go and see him perform. Like, that's just weird to me. I'm not gonna go. I like your music, homie. I got the CD. That's as far as my gratitude extends. But yeah, a lot of these young cats, man, I don't know what's going on with them.
And the part of club culture dying that nobody talks about is the fact that most of Gen Z is antisocial, awkward, and mean. Like, that is the part that nobody really talks about. And this is coming from an older Gen Z myself. So you can spare me the, oh, you guys are always talking about Gen Z, da 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 da. Okay, this is coming from a Gen Zer themselves. Y'all are so mean and y'all are so awkward and weird, okay? If, God forbid, you walk up to someone in public or in a social setting that you don't know and try to start a conversation with them, they will look at you like you got three heads. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what it is about Gen Z, like, but y'all are mean. Y'all are mean as hell. Y'all go to these social settings and then y'all just stay in your own little group, which is like, nothing's wrong with that. But it's like, this is part of the reason why these social places like the clubs are dying, because y'all go there and you just stand around. You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to make conversation. You don't want to do anything. And then y'all will turn around and be like, oh, it's so boring. It's dying. Well, like, y'all are mean as hell. And we can talk about the music all day long because that's definitely part of the problem. The clubs, a lot of these clubs aren't playing the right type of music. But another big problem is, even if they were playing the right type of music, y'all will stand there and wait for somebody else to make it fun. Like, y'all will get there, it will be boring, and then y'all will stand around and not do anything to make it fun. Like, and then when someone starts making it fun, if someone starts dancing and actually having fun, y'all will just stand around in a circle and start recording them. Like, y'all are weirdos. Y'all are weird. Millennials never did this. I'm sorry. Like, what even is that? What even is that? Like, waiting for someone to make it fun so you can stand around and record them and put them on the internet? Like, what is wrong with y'all?
I'll say this. A lot of times, a lot of guys are staying to themselves. It's just safe. It's just safer. You don't want to be embarrassed, man. You out here trying to have a good time. You having a beer or two with the homies. You see a pretty lady, she giving you the eye. You go over there and approach her and she try to embarrass you. She tried to make you a meme. She's tried to make some TikTok content out of just a simple interaction. Or she says that, oh, she gets offended because maybe she doesn't find you attractive. So now, instead of it being flirting, she's taking it as harassment or an offense. It's just easier for these homies to stay alone. And you know a woman isn't going to approach. You know she's not going to approach. They're super scared of rejection. It's just not going to happen.
I love to be the one to say it. Club culture dying is a huge reflection on how prominent the DL community actually is. Let's think about this for a second. That video that girl made, the viral video about how club culture is dying because guys want to be the girls now, because men are so concerned being the center of attention. Basically, everything used to be about the woman. And why are men okay with this shift in priority? And why has the priority shifted in general? I think it could be for a couple things. One, I do think some men actually just like to flex on other men, and it's kind of like a big dick swinging contest. But that also used to include who would have the most women in their section and who would have the most beautiful women. That's not even something a lot of men are even checking for anymore. And it's because they don't like us. They really don't care about the women. They never did. And the fact that a lot of men are not caring about the fact that their sections are just filled with men should be very telling as to how they actually feel. This is a lot of men's dream come true, and that's why it's not fucking changing. I do think there are two scenarios. One, the ego trumps your desire for women so much to the point where you're willing to be sharing a bottle with 20 other dudes to feel important and to feel like you're in a space of importance, opposed opposed to actually prioritizing being around women. And they want to feel important so bad to the point where they're all fighting to get one Instagram story of one bottle that they didn't even fucking pay for. Or they're just DL. Or they dislike men. And that's exactly where they want to be. And they're happy in their home.
I find it fascinating how women will run to insults, shame, calling men gay or DL, instead of just looking in that little mirror and saying, you know what? We probably suck now. Like, we're not. if these men aren't even calling us back and ghosting us on an everyday basis, maybe they just don't like us. She did say that. You're right. A lot of men don't like women, but you have to ask why. They never look back and say, how did we get here? They just say we're here and it's the men's fault because they're doing something that we don't like. And mind you, have y'all noticed that this has only become a problem when women aren't the main priority? When a woman isn't the main priority, now there's an issue. But it was fine when the guys want to have fun, oh, now they want to be girls because they want to have fun. It's a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of projection and a lot of jealousy. They're mad because they don't have the money to do what we do. They can't do it, fellas. Y'all are having too much fun out here without me.
I feel like I talk about this a lot with and I think it's partly because I'm getting older, but I'm really sad that club culture is dying. Clubs were such a big part of my life for so long, and thinking that Gen Z doesn't go out and drink and go to clubs, and I feel bad for them because everything's recorded and you can't be yourself.
2015, we weren't Instagramming.
No, certainly not. I was living my best life on a table at a club somewhere doing something.
We know what you're doing.
Listen, and her friend just ratted her out at the end. We know what you were doing. And absolutely right. She's talking about, and this is a woman back then. Imagine how these women have gotten 10 times worse than what we just heard. She's talking about living my best life. I'm drinking. She feels bad that the younger generation aren't going out drinking and dancing on tables. That's what she just said. That's what she feels bad about. Now, what do you think? What else you think she was doing out there, huh? With all that alcohol, all that dancing, all that nightlife. She made it seem like the club was her second home, and it probably was. It probably was. She had a key and everything. What do you think she was doing, huh? Coming home with all those Johns, riding all those baloney ponies. This is where we're headed. The majority of women are already like that. This is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse.
I am very concerned about the future of my culture, which is clubbing. I'm going to write some letters to authorities soon. This is a dying art. They're forgetting this craft and how to do it. The young girls, they don't even know how to dance on a table in a heel.
Hot girls stopped dancing on tables in heels, and club culture is dying because there's nothing to dance to. Look at the top 40 right now. Is this what y'all want? We haven't had fun club music or dance music in what feels like 700 years. Thank God for Afro pop fusion artists, as they're the only people giving us songs with a BPM above 10. The state of fun pop and fun club music is in such dire condition. Christina came back. Katie's coming back. Gaga is coming back. Do you know how bad things have to be for the legacy artists to say, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves? I want to dance on tables this summer. I want to go to Europe and Vegas and dance on tables with my friends. But I'm not going to be able to do that if someone doesn't get in the studio in a good mood for once. Everybody wants to drone and whine and make sad girl music and make slow bedroom pop. At this rate, the summer of 2024 soundtrack is going to be funeral music if it gets any slower. I don't want to hear another sad or slow song until October. Unless you're Billie Eilish or Lana Del Rey, because when the best of the best are cooking, you eat whatever they make. Besides them, I need everybody else to pick up the tempo. And watch, if this video does numbers, we're gonna get artists stitching it saying, well, you can listen to my music, and it's gonna be the slowest shit you've ever heard in your life. Don't piss me off today.
I don't really think it's the music. I don't know what in the world she's talking about. There's more than enough music. You can play old music. There's more than enough music. There's more than enough musical artists. Club culture is dying because women have to pay. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the George Washingtons and the Benjamin Franklins. These ladies have to pay, and they don't like it. Oh, I got to give you this $1 for this drink. What are you talking about? Oh, I got to pay $17. Nobody wants to buy me a drink. Those ladies, those golden era days are over because you killed it. That's it. Hang up your jersey in the rafters and go home because that's it. It's a new day.
I'm seeing people blame Gen Z for killing clubs, and I don't want to say it's them that's doing it, especially that I'm Gen Z myself. It's the music's being bad, the DJs suck, the drinks are too expensive, the tickets too expensive, and yeah, people are antisocial in clubs. People don't really dance. I see people going in clubs and just standing in the corner in groups, but a lot of it stems from the fact that the music's terrible. Okay, let's focus on that right now. The music is terrible in the clubs. They are playing the same music over and over again. It's flavorless. Events are no better. They lie about the music they're gonna play. Hey, we're gonna do a Y2K event. You go there, Anna Pinino's playing. Makes no sense. And I can't speak for every club because I mean to all of them. But yeah, I think technology has advanced and it's maybe ruined clubbing a bit. And I think people are also from the pandemic era are just kind of not as social anymore. But it doesn't help the fact that the club itself, as a concept and what it is dying because it sucks, because they suck. I'm seeing people.
Guys, that's it for today's video. Comment down below. Are you still clubbing? Are you still out there clubbing? Or what are you doing? What are you doing? You just going home on the weekends? You going to Top Golf, Papa John's? What are you doing on the weekends? Who's out there? I'm not talking about a lounge. I'm talking about you are out there clubbing, two-stepping, buying an overpriced drink, yelling in your friend's face because the music's too loud and you can't hear it. That's what I'm talking about. If that's you, let me know. If you want another good video, click this one on your left. If you want a great one, click this on your top right, and I will see you in another one.